if we know the purpose, then we will get to know the importance of the data analytics, right? And what are the areas this is being implemented, right? If you know these three questions, most of your questions will be answered for sure, right? I can assure you that your 80% of questions that you are running in your brain will be answered for sure. So once this is done, then we'll go with what exactly will be there in the data analytics and what are the skills you are going to learn, and then we'll keep the session open for Q&A for next 10 or 15 minutes after that, and then we can answer your questions. Okay, so let us start with the first question. So do let me know whenever you have some question. If you don't understand something, right, if you want me to repeat something, I can do that, right? Please feel free to data. So let us understand what is data and what is analytics, and then let us understand what is data analytics separately, right? So first we'll understand what is data. So right, data is nothing but the information that we get right from the sources. Information, data is nothing but the information. It could be in the raw format, right? It could be structured, unstructured, it could be qualitative, quantitative, anything, doesn't matter. Maybe, right, you might not know what is raw data, what is structured, unstructured. I'll give you a simple example. Okay, maybe, right, whenever you approach the institute, our institute people would have asked you to share your name, phone number, email address, your qualification, your years of experience, right? Maybe they would have asked you to share all of these details, right? You might be sharing as a message saying that my name is this, name, phone number and everything. So even that is an information for me, right? That is an information, that is a data for me. Then I'll have the data of your names, phone numbers, email address, your qualification, whether you have done the BTech, BSc, or degree, or MCA, MBA, right? I'll have all of your details. Maybe let's say I've got 100 people as in 100 people details. Then now I wanted to analyze how many people are from BTech, how many people are from degree, how many people are right. I wanted to know number of people from each stream, right? That is analysis, right? So you might get the data and then you wanted to perform some analysis. That is called data analysis. Now, for example, you have given your data to the institute people, right? And I wanted to know, right, 1 to 5 years experience people, how many people are there, right? 5 to 10 years experience people, how many people are there? I wanted to know that thing. So if I wanted to bring those kind of insights, that's called as an analytics, right? Data analytics. Because I'm performing some analytics on my data, I'm calling it as a data analytics. Structured or unstructured. Unstructured means what? So maybe when you send the details, right, you might be sending simply as name is equal to so and so, right? So you send it in a single format, right, one below the other. That could be unstructured data. When I store that information, I might store it in the Excel formats in the form of name in one column, right? Your education is one column, right? Your experience in one column. So that is called structured data, right? Our data can be anything, right? Structured, unstructured. So it's our responsibility to make it structured and clean. We'll get to know that information. Now we understood data. Data can be anything, right? A piece of information that I have it in hand, right? The analysis that I perform on the data is called as a data analysis, right? So a person who performs that activity is called as data analyst. So that's where you are now, right? If you wanted to perform some actions on the data, you would be data analyst. Clear? Then we have to determine relationship, which column is representing what and other things, and then we interpret the results out of that. So this all belongs to data analysis. But however, in the simple terms, right, with one single statement I will tell you, right, we have analyzed the data, but however we wanted to give it in a wonderful representable format to the end user, right? Maybe, right, you have a data like this. Maybe this could look like unclean data. Maybe if you see it here, right, there are few NAs and few numbers which is not clean structure, right? Okay, so we need to clean this data and we need to convert this into a wonderful visualization so that end user can from it, right? It's really hard to read the data from like this, right? If you wanted to consume information, it will take a lot of time when the data is in this format. So if you analyze the data and convert that into a wonderful visualization like this, it is very easy for the end user to consume the information from this kind of dashboard, right? That is what we do as a data analytics, right? Data analytics is nothing but converting your raw data, right? A raw data like this into a wonderful visualization like this is called as a data analytics. There is a lot of processing between, but ultimately, right, from this to this is called as a data analytics. Clear? You understood what is data analytics now? Are we done with the first question? Yes, no, please. Any questions so far? Sorry, am I audible?
Yeah, Gopi, we got it.
Yeah. So now we understood what is data analytics, right? So then what's the purpose of using it? What is the necessity to convert a raw data into meaningful insights, right? Like this. Why should I do the dashboard? Why? Right? Why data analytics is needed? That is what our question. So if you don't know the purpose, so how would we know the importance of data analytics? Right? Let's jump into the second question. Why data analytics is used? So, data analytics, right, is a process of analyzing our data. That is what we have told, right? This data analytics helps a business, right? Helps any business to improve their performance, to optimize their efficiency, right? To maximize their profit, right? To make the strategic and wonderful decisions from it and faster and better decisions, we help them, right? For what data, why data analytics is being used? Sorry, my bad. Right? So why data analytics is being used? Use it to improve any business, right? Use it to improve any business in the form of by giving proper insights to them so that they can maximize, right? Any business is to, right? The goal of a business is to enhance, right? To enhance the business, our data analytics will be a fuel for that, right? Fuel for that. Right, like your bike have the petrol, right? For any business to run in a better way, data analytics is a fuel for that. So we will provide better insights for them, right? Let's think a business wanted to grow like this, right? Then we have to make informed decision makings, right? Identify the trends, how our sales is going. How our sales are going, right? How our profits, whether it is going up, going down, whether any period that is not working for us, right? We wanted to identify all the possible trends. Solve if there are any problems in our business, like, right, let us say we have losses in a couple of stores, right? We wanted to understand. We will see, right? We'll see with this an example, right? Right. We wanted to solve our business problems to improve our operations, gain competitive advantages. Our data analytics is the only one way to achieve all of these things. I'll give you with an example, right? Let us understand how my data analytics will improve a business, right? Then we'll get to know the purpose of it, right? So let's go with an example. Let's take a sample superstore, right? Let's take a superstore. The names we know, Vijeta Superstore, right? Or else Ratnadip Superstore. Let us take the Ratnadip Superstore. So we have major cities, right? Major stores in Hyderabad. You can see, right? Across all the different areas, we see different superstores, right? We see it in Bangalore, right? Chennai, Mumbai, Delhi, with all major cities, and even now it is expanding to the smaller cities as well, right? So now, let us think Ratnadip Superstore has a problem with couple of stores, right? Let's think Amirpet and KPHP stores are not doing well, they are in the losses, right? So if the stores are in losses, removing the stores is the right decision to take? No, right? Because they have expanded it to the different areas. If they simply right remove those stores by the name of losses, it's not the great idea to improve their business. So now what should they do? They have to analyze the data why they are data, and they wanted to see all the information, like right for past 1 year how the sales is happening, for right how much profit you are getting out of it. So for which products you are having maximum profits, for which products you are having the losses, right? What is the main reason, right? What is the category of products that are being main reason for our losses? I wanted to understand all the details from this data, right? So I wanted to do the manual calculation like this, right? I wanted to see calculate everything. How much time it would take for a store, right? Let us understand, right? Maybe, right? I have this data. I wanted to see, right, how the sales is happening, right? I wanted to calculate everything. At least 2 days for one store, right? I will take at least 2 days for one store, right? I have problem for 2 stores. That means I will take almost 4 days to achieve my, right, to understand why my sales is not being right create there and why I am getting losses, right? Let's think if I have a dashboard like this, right? I have the filters, right? I wanted, right? I'll filter the Hyderabad location, right? I'll filter the KPHPR Amirpet location next, and then I'll see the category, right? Maybe like dairy products, stationery, grocery, right? I wanted to filter them and I wanted to understand, right, which area, right, how the sales is being going on, how my profit is being going on, right, which product is selling more, which product is not selling more, right? I wanted to understand every single detail using this. I'll have the numbers here, right? I'll have the graphs. So every single detail will be clear for me. So to read this kind of data, how much time it will take? Right? Hardly half an hour. Okay. Let's think you wanted to do wonderful, right? You wanted to spend more time on it and you wanted to understand more deeply into the data. Hardly 1 hour, right? So for 2 stores, you might take only 2 hours to read from this kind of dashboard. So where before it took for 2 days for one store, here it will take 2 hours for 2 stores. So you have reduced 2 days of time to 2 hours, right? Right, taking your decision after 2 days, now you will take after 2 hours itself, right? That's one. And in the manual calculation, there is a high chances of making mistakes, right? Due to the hurry that you wanted to make it fast, you will make a mistake for sure, at least 1 or 2, right? But in this dashboard, while giving it to the end user itself, I will do my QC whether it is giving the proper output or not. So there are very less and less chances to have the issues from this dashboard. So your data is accurate and your performance is much faster now. And right, let's think, right? We are in a competitive world now, right? We are in a competitive world now where, right, if we run slow, it's like a marathon. You have to run faster, right? It's like a marathon. You have to keep running, even if your competitors also will run along with you. So if you run slower, right, your competitors will move faster than you. Am I right? The same way, right, you are running faster but you fail down in between, your competitors will run faster than you. Again, you will be backside again. So that is what, if you are taking the slow decisions, you will be behind. If you take in the faster decision but not the right decisions, you will be behind again. So if you wanted to be top on your business, you have to take the right decisions, proper decisions and faster decisions in this competitive world. So our data analytics is the one main thing that helps any business to take faster decisions, right decisions and with more efficiency. So that is what our data analytics would help for. That is the purpose of our data analytics, right? So, right, the same way. So we provide the comprehensive data insights. For example, right, every business, whether it is a small business, whether it is a bigger business, you will have data analytics for sure. Let's take a tea stall, right? Maybe you're staying in the hostel, right? Every day you wanted to have a cup of tea. You'll go down and have a cup of tea. Am I right? So now, even there, right, the person, doing the business, they will do their data analytics, right? How much sales has happened per day, right? How much I spent for salaries, how much I spent for rent, how much I spent for groceries, how much I spent on milk, right? How much I have, right? I have to take as a salary, and then how much profit I got out of this, right? All this calculation will do by himself, because even that is a data analytics, right? But as it is a smaller business, right? Tiny business, he will do his own data analytics. But when it comes to bigger businesses, then a hero like you have to pitch in there and solve their business problems. So that is what you act like a hero when a business is in problem or they wanted to run better in the market than their competitors. So that's how our data analytics will help. Right? We save time and cost. You have seen, right? In the before example, I have. Right, I have told you, right, when you are doing the manual calculation, you will have 4 days for 2 stores, right? When it is right, your data visualization is hardly 2 hours, right? You saved almost 2 hours of, right, 2 days, 4 days of losses to 2 hours. So we save time and cost there, right? We will adapt with our situations, right? We'll improve our operations as well here, right? We'll do many things with our data analytics in the business, right? So that's how we help a business to grow, take faster decisions, right decisions, and expand their market, right? So these are the few things that we wanted to understand, right? So now we have understood the question number 1, what is data analytics? Data, right? Analyzing the data is called as data analytics. And why data analytics is used? Because they, right, to improve any business, we will do the data analytics and try to improve their business much better than the before. Clear? Any questions so far? Are we good? Sorry. Clear? Any Amazon, can they do their own data analytics? Like Flipkart, right? Some are any of the business, right? Can they, when it is a bigger or medium sized business, can they do their own data analytics? No, right? When it is a small data, right? When it is a small business like a tea shop, as before example, they can do data analytics. So even there is a data analytics there. Or else, right? I'll give you one better example, right? You'll understand. In our day-to-day life also we'll use data analytics for sure. Right, let's think. You spend your salary, or right, maybe right, you're staying in the hostel, your parents are sending you money, right? You spend 5,000 extra this month. Now, right, you don't know where you spent. You have to analyze your data. What you will do? You'll get your bank statement, right? Sit, try to understand how much you spend for food, how much you spend for shopping, how much you spend on hostel fees, how much you send for a friend, and then you realize this is a mistake that I have done this time. Maybe from the next time you won't repeat that mistake. Even in your day-to-day life, you will use the data analytics, right? The same way for every business, they need to have their data analytics. So wherever there is a business, right, data analytics will be there. If it is a larger business, they'll hire a data analyst for sure, and then you you act like a hero to improve their business, right? You play a major role for them to improve their business. So let us understand the different areas, right? Banking and security sectors. Nowadays, banking is one of the greatest things, right? They're expanding their markets on the loans, credit cards, right? Personal loans, vehicle loans, home loans, right? They wanted to improve their business. Now I can build the dashboards like how many people have taken the loan, how many are the active customers, how many are the past customers, right? How many haven't paid the bills for last 3 months for credit cards, for home loans, right? I can give all the details, and they can take the decisions according to that, right? So that's how this banking and security sector will work, and healthcare, right? I'll give an example here as well, right? When you go to a hospital, right? Let's say you need a single sharing room. So simply the receptionist there sitting in front of camera, right, system. They'll open some application and check within a minute. They will let you know. So sorry, we don't have a single sharing room. We have only 2 sharing or 3 sharing rooms. Then how do they get to know how many rooms are available for 2 sharing or 3 sharing? So That's where your data analytics comes into place. There is another person who already done that for them and given the dashboard to them. Now, whenever you ask them, they will look into the dashboard and they'll say. Otherwise, right? If they don't have the dashboard, they have to call an attendant. They need to ask, please go and check how many rooms are available, and we have to sit till the time they check how many rooms are available, and right, it would take half an hour, 1 hour, and you will be wasting your time. So because of your data analytics dashboard is by default available in their PC, it's taking hardly 2 minutes for them to check and let you know, right? So that's how we are helping there, even for the educational, right? Healthcare and education as well, right? Manufacturing, right? We'll be helping how much raw material is there, how much is in under process, how many, right? How much quantity that we have as a finished goods, how many we have to send it to market, what is the next order. So all these details you can see it in the manufacturing as well. So media entertainment, transportation. So I have listed only few things here. You name a place, for sure we will be there in that place. So as many as, alright, if we are there in the many places, we have more number of opportunities. If we have the more number of opportunities, then we'll have high chances of getting a job much faster way, right? That is how our data analytics is one greatest tool. It's not right. It's trending in the market, right? Now it's trending in the market. I'm saying it will not come. It's already came into the market and it's trending in the markets. So this is the right time to learn data analytics, so that you would be landing in a good job actually, right? Even for AA and other, right? Many people are fearing with the AA. Even AA need a better data for them, right? So if they need a better data, you should be there as a data analyst to make sure the AA understand the data, right? So that's how we will help any business to grow much faster, right? So now we have understood what is data analytics, why data analytics is being used, and where the data analytics is being used. Wherever there is a business, we will be there, right? So as right, we are there in the number of places, our chances of getting job is very high here. So that's why, right, the data analytics is trending in the market. It's trending, right? I'm stressing it multiple times. It's trending now, right? If you go and check in the markets, that's what people say. What is the technology that is trending in the market? Right? Out of 100 people, at least 70 to 80 people will say data analytics and data engineering, right? So everything on data is now on the good, right? In the good hands now. At least for next 10 years, data analytics will be on trending for sure, right? That's what I can assure you. And after that, right, you have to keep upgrading once you come into this. So that's what. Now we have understood the first basic question. So with that, maybe most of your questions could have been answered. So let us see what are the steps involved here, right? So as a data analyst, what you should do as in your day-to-day life. That is what I mean here. So you have to collect the data, right? A business came to you and asked you to do the data analytics. First, you should ask where is the data? They will point to your data source. What do I mean by data source? Where they could have stored the data, an Excel file, SQL server, right, a PDF file. They could give you the file. You have to collect that, right? Collect the data first, and then, right, we don't know whether that is clean data or not, whether that is structured data or not. Data cleaning and structuring is one of the major responsibility that we'll have as a data analyst. So we'll learn all those things while our classes are going. No need to worry. I'll tell you each and every step very, very clearly, right? Data analysis, right? You will analyze the data. That's the way that I have told you, right? How many people are from each stream, right? Degree, BTech, BE, or I mean to say MBA, MCA. How many people are there from each stream? Or else how many years of experience for these kind of analysis that you would be doing it here, right? All right, and then, right, you have done your analysis. You have to give it to the end user, right? Then your data visualization plays a major role here, right? Appearance is a major thing that everybody needs. If you don't trust well, right, nobody will see, right? Same way, if you don't give in the wonderful looking dashboards, right, visuals to the end user, they won't look at the dashboard. So we have to do the major work here. So we have to give the much better way, like building the pie charts, bar graph. If you give the numbers, nobody will see. If you give the pie chart, bar graph, then your dashboard will look attractive, and then that comes into the place in the form of data visualization. Right? Interpretation, right? We have to write out of this. That is what, right? We got the business problem, we wanted to solve it. That is what we look into the, right? Once data visualization is done, we look into that visualization, try to understand and solve the business problem. That is what we will do it here, right? So what kind of data analysis we will be doing, right? Basically there are few types, right? One, descriptive, that means I have a business, it's running good, I don't have any problem in it, but I wanted to run it in a better way. I wanted to understand how this can be taken to the next step. Then I'll do the descriptive analysis where what happening now, right? What's right? Which area we are doing well, which area we are not doing well, and then we'll take the next steps according to that. Right? Predictive data analytics. Right? I wanted to predict the future for sure. Right? How the next 6 months is going to be there. How the next 1 year is going to be there. Otherwise, I can't plan my future. If I don't plan my future, so if something unexpected comes in, so it is really hard for me to handle that. Let us take an example, right? Let's take in clothing brands like Reliance, Trends, and Max, right? Nowadays, every 6 months, our trend of dresses are getting changed or not, right? Clothing is changing. So if that they can't predict the future, what's coming in next 6 months, so they can't order it now. If they find the trend in the last moment, it's really hard for them to get the stock, and they will be finally be in the losses. So it's really important to predict the future for any business, right? Prescriptive data analytics, right? You might find some problem areas in your business, right? And you wanted to take a proactive decisions even before the problems arise, right? That is what we will do it here. Diagnostic data analytics, that means we have a problem like, right, the previous example like journalism, so we have losses in two stores, we wanted to analyze why we got the losses, and now I wanted to come out of that. That's how we do different types of data analytics for the people so that they can run their business in a better way, right? Better way. Right. When they start using data analytics, they will be much better than the previous. Right. That is how the people are getting into. Right. By seeing one another, now every people wanted to jump into the data analytics for running their business. Right. What are the key skills, right? To learn this, right? If you really need a coding, right? When you are from a operational background or when you don't know any coding. Is it really hard to learn data analytics? That could be your questions, right? Maybe you're a fresher, you don't need a coding. Maybe you're from a degree background, you don't wanted to have the coding, or right, you wanted to know what kind of technologies you need to learn. Then here are the key skills. Excel, right? Everybody will see Excel as a basic skill that every data analytics will have, right? Analyst will have, because Excel is that basic. I'll tell you why. I've told you before, there are few steps. Data collection, you can collect the data using Excel. Data cleaning and structuring, right? You can remove the unwanted column, you can split the columns, you can you can add new columns in Excel. So you can do the cleaning and operation as well here. Data analysis, you can have the pivot tables here, so that you can analyze the data here. Right? We have bar graph, pie charts, and everything in the Excel as well. So we can do end-to-end data analysis in Excel. Excel is a wonderful tool for data analysis, right? If you are a data analyst, for sure everybody thinks you know the Excel as a basic tool, right? The way you know walking, the way you know eating, right? If you are a data analyst, the people will think Excel is a basic skill that you know, right? So because that's a wonderful tool for data analytics, but there is a problem with Excel. Excel have a storage limit, right? Excel can store only 30 lakh line items. Excel can only store less than some 1 GB or 2 GB data. When you exceed that, it starts getting hanged up, right? So Excel cannot handle large amount of data. Then we have an SQL, so which can handle large amount of data in the database, right? So when it is larger data, right? When a business is larger, your data will also be the larger. Let us think Amazon. right? Can we hold the data in 30 lakh line items? It's really difficult because for a day they'll get 30 lakh line items and even more, right? So business like Amazon cannot handle the data here. So they should choose a database for sure. So then SQL comes into the picture where it handles the database in a better way. And can work on larger data. So it can collect the data with the using SQL. You can clean the data, you can analyze the data. But only thing is you cannot visualize. There are no bar graphs, pie charts, area charts, nothing like that. So you need a visualization tool, right? So to handle larger visualizations, we have Power BI, right? So Power BI is a data visualization tool. Why only Power BI? Why not other tools? Right? Power BI is a one tool now trending in the market. Trending means it's on top-notch performance. So now, right, in the real-time example, right, I have told you, right, I've been working with one of the big MNC. I'm seeing there are many projects where they wanted to migrate the dashboards which are already built in some other tools to the Microsoft Power BI. So that's how it's trending in the market. We have seen people shifting their dashboards from other tools to Power BI. So that's why we choose Power BI here. So these are the three major skills that we wanted to learn. But so as visualization, there are many tools. We are also including Tableau as well. Along with Power BI, you will also have the Tableau as a visualization tools. We teach two visualization tools for you and SQL, Excel as in basic skills. So if you know these four skills, you are a data analyst for sure, right? 99.999% you are a data analyst. But there is a 0.111%, there is a chance, right? People might ask, only 0.1%, they might ask a coding language called Python, because we do have some modules here for data. So that is why we pitch Python here. So Python is a coding language. If people do not want to have the coding skill at all, right? You are not interested. You don't, right? Because some of your friends have suggested data analytics will not have any coding. So you can easily skip Python and can go with the four skills I've told you: Excel, SQL, Power BI. And in addition to that, right, institute people has requested me to teach Tableau as well. So I'll include Tableau as well here along with Python. So if people wanted to learn Python, there is no doubt about it. So you can join the Python classes. If you are not interested, you don't want to learn some coding, just skip the Python. Don't worry, 99% you have chances to be a data analyst. There is only 1% people would, right, out of 100 jobs, only 1 or 2 jobs would need Python. Okay? So these are the skills, right? These are the 5 skills we are going to teach you. Here we have only 4 as a people, right? Before we used to support this only, but our institute people has requested me to add Tableau as well as an additional skill for you, right? So I am adding Tableau as well here. Maybe we do not have the icon for Tableau here, but you are having the Tableau as well as one of your skill. Don't worry, I'm a certified developer on Tableau. I'm a certified developer on Power BI, right? I have an advanced certification on SQL as well, right? So I'm certified across all these things. So no need to worry. I've been taking the classes for the last 3 years. I can handle wonderful classes. So if you're really interested about my teaching, so you can, right, go ahead and enroll for the courses, right? So let us understand what should be our roadmap for data analytics, right? First, you need to understand the business problem, then collect the data, clean the data, right? These are the process that you wanted to know in this structure. Understand the business problem is the first major thing. So why we are doing the data analytics? And based on that, we'll collect the data and clean the data. And we analyze and visualize the data, right? And then we interpret result and we communicate back to the business. Then they will solve the business problem. So ultimately, our goal is to solve the business problem, right? So we have to come across all of these things and then communicate back to the business. So they will solve their business problem, right? This is the data analytics. So with this we come to an end of data analytics demo. So now let me stop sharing my screen, right? So you can ask your questions, right? You can ask your questions. Whatever questions you have, you can ask me. Right now the session is open for Q&A. I think I think we have taken almost 45 minutes as a demo, so maybe this looks like a monologue for me. Yeah, let's start with the questions. So whatever questions, maybe am I clear your doubts?
Yes, sir.
Clear, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Sir.
any questions, right? Maybe it's
Sir.
right.
Yeah.
There is no right question, there is no wrong question here.
What companies
You
we
have
can
question, I'll clear that. Sorry?
what companies we can work with this data analytics?
What companies would take data analyst, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. Nowadays, right, you see a basic startup also, they are trying to have a data analyst.
Yes, sir.
Right. If you name MNCs, not only top MNCs,
Okay.
right, even the smaller businesses, they are looking for a data analyst.
Yes,
right. You have, right,
Yes, sir.
n number of opportunities across the field.
Hi, Gopi.
Yeah.
Gopi,
Naveen.
I just have a doubt that we need to learn all the 4 skills which you have given. Means Excel, Power BI means it comes under Excel, SQL, and like that, or Power BI is separate.
No, Power BI itself is a tool.
Okay.
So, right, if you being a data analyst, right? If you know these all things, you will become a data analyst. If you know Power BI and SQL itself, right? If you know Power BI and SQL, you will be a Power BI developer as well, right? You can
Okay.
also, and if you know Tableau and SQL, right, you will be Tableau developer as well. You have multiple, right, opportunities if you learn these, right?
Okay, if you
Multiple job roles actually.
Okay, if we merge 4 of this, then it will be good, and we'll get some multiple opportunities.
Yeah, you will get the multiple offers,
Okay.
right? If you don't like the coding, just skip the Python. Okay, if you're okay with the coding as well, okay, all right, I can understand the coding as well, then join the Python. Otherwise, right, don't worry about the Python. Python is just an coding language as an
Okay,
extra,
and
right?
what about Tableau? It is used for
Sorry?
Tableau.
Tableau. Yeah, Tableau is also like a Power BI tool where you create bar graph, pie charts, and everything. So,
Okay.
right, few people will use Power BI, few people will use Tableau. These are the tools that are leading the market. But Power BI is one of the tools that's occupying more opportunities.
Okay.
Whereas Tableau now, right, Tableau nowadays has been fell down compared to Power BI. So even then, the next leading visualization tool is Tableau.
Okay, and we do get opportunities when we learn Excel and SQL or only Power BI. If we learn these 3 things, we'll get the opportunities as well, right?
Yeah, you will get more opportunities actually. So
Okay.
even if you don't know Power BI, like Tableau and SQL will land you into Tableau developer. Okay.
Okay.
Power BI and SQL will land you as a Power BI developer.
Okay. In here, SQL means we need to learn in depth, means to write the queries or insert
Yes.
queries or select queries or what it would be.
Yeah, you'll learn in-depth queries. Basically, I'll teach you what are the concepts are there, and I'll help you how to practice it actually. So
Okay.
by end of their 3.5 or 4 months training, don't worry, right? All the tools I'm teaching, you will be master.
Okay.
But you have to listen to me, right?
Yeah.
You have to listen to me, and you should do the steps whatever I tell you, right?
Okay.
So simply remember one thing, right? I won't give you the fake promises at all, right? I'll tell you one thing, right? Any trainer in the market, if somebody tells you they will make you master, don't believe that. If without you doing anything, if they said you will be master for sure, don't believe them. I'm being right upfront on your face that I can, right, any trainer in the market can teach you the concepts only.
Yeah, I agree.
Can teach only the concept. Right. Let's take in cricket as an example. Okay. People can give you bat and ball. Right. Whether you play the shot, whether you play right, whether you wanted to hit a 6, whether you wanted to hit a 4, that's your decision.
Yeah.
The same way, I can give you bat and ball, and I will tell you where to play and how to play. Okay.
Okay.
You hit the
And
6 or you hit the 4, that's your wish. Or if you duck out and come, that's your wish, right? So
Yeah.
if you don't listen to me, right, I cannot make you master for sure, right?
yeah.
So one thing is for 10 days we'll let's think SQL as an example. 10 or 15 classes I'll teach you on SQL, okay?
Okay.
I will teach you all the concepts that are available, which is
Okay.
needed for data analytics, right? The SQL is a bigger concept where we need only few out of that as a data analyst. I'll teach you all of that, and I'll teach you where to practice and how to practice as well, right? While the other sessions are going on, let's say after SQL, right? I have started Power BI. Okay, let's think in that way. After then, right, I'll tell you where to practice. So while your Power BI classes are going on, you should do the practice on SQL parallelly. So that by end of your Power BI, you will be master in your SQL, right?
SQL.
So that is how I teach, right? That is how I guide my students.
Okay.
Sir,
and
can
one
you-
thing, do we need to do this certifications over this Power BI or anything SQL or Excel like that?
So you said you're an experienced person, right?
Yeah, right.
Then it's better you have the certifications. Don't worry, I'll tell you how to get the certifications.
Sir, can you
Okay.
share your experience in MNC shortly, briefly, sir?
Sure. So I can't name my organizations for sure because I should not do the dual employment. You all know that.
So, like Wipro company, TCS, Infosys, is this
Okay.
real? We work for?
I'll name my I'll name my previous two companies, right?
Okay.
My first company is Accenture. I have worked there for
Yes,
almost
sir.
3 years, and then I worked in Deloitte.
Okay. What data analyst, sir? As you are.
Yeah, completely under the same. First, I started my career with SSRS and SSIS, and then I jumped. As the opportunity come in with the Accenture itself, I have learned Power BI and I worked on Power BI on many projects, and then I switched my job to Deloitte, and then I
Okay.
worked there on Tableau, Power BI, and there is a new skill called Domo. You don't know, right? You might not hear Domo as well, right?
Yes, sir.
Similar to the Power BI, I have worked on different too, and even I currently I should not name my company. That's straight to my job.
Okay.
So I am working in one of the big MNC again.
Okay.
Okay, you all know that company,
So
right?
we also want to do with that big MNC, sir. My Mr. As a
Yeah, so it's all about how you improve your skill, right?
Okay.
I will show the path,
Okay.
right? I'll give you the better road to drive, right?
Yeah.
So how well you go, that's decides your future.
Sir, one thing, and just now I completed intermediate only. So for degree between this gap year, I used to study this data analytics, and after that, I have planned to go BBA data analytics like that.
Okay, great, right? You just started it.
So actually, sir, after degree data analytics commonly doing, but as of me, I am doing before degree only. Sir, is it correct to or I utilizing the time for BBA data analytics?
Yeah, because now, right, you choose the path here itself, right? When there are campus placements comes in,
Yes,
you
sir.
can upfront told them these are the technical skills that I have now, right? I have already trained on these. I have done the certification. I'm master on this.
Yeah, yeah.
Then there is high chances of getting a job there, right, in the campus itself.
I think
Then the package,
it is
right? They will be impressed with
They-
you, right? They will be impressed with you, and they will get into. You will land into a job for sure.
except they will be given priority, right, sir?
Yeah, they'll right. If they see the people with proper
Yeah, yeah.
planning and other things, they will try to get them as much as possible, right? That's what.
Yes, yes. Thank you, sir. Like,
Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Any other questions? Sorry.
yes, sir.
Gopi, myself Sujana.
Yes.
Actually, what will be the breakdown for these courses? Like, how long will you take for this Excel or this? The other things like SQL,
Yeah.
total course duration will be like 3.5 or 4 months, and how you break down that course?
Okay. So, all right, it's almost 3.5 to 4 months for sure.
Okay.
Because, right, Saturday, Sunday will be no classes. Saturday, Sunday I'll be assigning a task for you. Right, on Friday, I'll be giving a task for you. So you should bring the task on Monday so that then only you'll understand your progress. Okay. Otherwise, you don't know whether you progressed for this week or not, right? You just simply come and sit the right, listen to the classes. That won't help you a lot. Okay. Jane, could you please be on the mute, please? Sorry. Yeah. So at least it will take four months. I will tell you how. Right, Excel will at least have 15 days of Excel trainings, 15 days of SQL trainings, which would be 1 month. Okay. And after that, Python would be at least 15 to 20 days. And then our Power BI would be almost 40 days of training. So with this, we completed 2 months, right? More than 2 months, sorry. 3 months, right? 20 days for Python and 40 days for our Power BI, which is almost 2 months, and one month for SQL and Excel. So almost 3 months are done. And then we do have Tableau left. So at least it would take 20 days. So in between, I might be taking half for 1 for 1 or 2 days in between, right? So which will at least go till the 4 months for this training. So yeah, 3.5 months for sure. Okay.
Okay.
Any other questions?
Do you provide any placement or how, like after course?
Yes. So maybe that question you should check with the institute people. So yes, we are providing. Yeah. So that's a different concept altogether. Please connect back to your institute people. So they'll guide you how one.
So, as per your knowledge, when will we be ready to apply for jobs? Like after maybe like Power BI is done, or like we need to wait till end of the day?
No, right. So I've heard that few people wanted to use their experience from operational to technical skills. Now they wanted to convert that. So people will think you are as an experienced people, right? So you have to be at least mastering that. So to do that, right? The 4 months that we are taking is good enough. There is no doubt about it. Just that you have to follow my instructions. If I tell you to the practice the other things, you have to come back with me those practice sessions, right? Whatever task I am assigning, if you bring that, I can assure you that you people will have at least knowledge of 2 to 3 years of experience. People, that is good enough to crack in into it.
Gopi, what is the basic salary means for 4 years or 5 years experience candidates? How much they get in market right now? Any idea?
4 to 5, it's right. It's nearly 10 above. You can mention it as 10 above, and your salary anytime will depends upon your current salary.
Okay.
Yeah, because right.
Yeah.
I have only 5 lakhs package. If I ask for 15 lakhs package, will they give the 15 lakhs? No, right? So they will
No.
hardly give the right. Industry standard is 30%, but however we can go till up to 80 or 90%, right?
Okay.
So if your package is 5 lakhs, then you have to look for 100% of hike.
Okay.
That's 10. So if your package is 8, then you look for 100%, that would be around 16 or 15. So at least you land at for 14 or 13, right? Yeah.
Okay.
So that depends, right? Depends on the current package you have in hand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, one more small doubt. Actually, let us assume like wherever you are working,
Yeah.
let us take a project. Like, what will be the data analytics person's strength in a particular medium to high range of projects?
So medium to high range of project, right? It would be right. Mine is medium range project, which we have hardly 6 people in the project. Okay.
Actually, 6 people are working. Okay.
6 to 7 people. Where if it is a larger project, you will have 10 to 15 people.
Okay, understood.
And Gopi, we can carry forward our present experience, right?
Yeah, you can use your current experience. You can use your pay slips,
Okay.
right, form 16s, everything. Just that, right, you should not disclose your roles there. So while giving the interviews, you should say my role, right? I have supported BPO only, but I have worked as a technical thing here. Right?
Okay.
Maybe you can convey in that way. Like first 1 year I have worked as a BPO process, but there internally I got an opportunity to be a data analyst. So I have converted, right? I have
Okay.
jumped data analytics and moved on there. So this is what, right? Any people in the interview will not look at your current role, right? They won't ask you the current role. What is your experience? Then you have to convey, right? You should build a story for you.
Okay.
So these are the dashboards that I have worked on. How you have moved to, how you are working on the things. So these are the dashboards that I have built. So these are the few things that you should build a story for yourself.
Yeah.
And from there you have to carry that story.
Okay. Okay, thanks.
Yeah. Any other questions? So hope అందరూ తెలుగేనా?
అందరం తెలుగే, కాకపోతే కొంతమంది ఎవరు.
Don't worry, our classes will be in English only, but తెలుగు అర్థమవుతుంది కదా.
తెలుగులోనే ఉంటే బాగుండే సార్.
తెలుగులో చెప్పేవాడిని బట్ రైట్ I get people from north as well sometimes, so
Okay.
I can't, so I should, but no, right, I'll right, you'll understand the classes. It's not about the language, it's about the conceptual knowledge a trainer have.
Yes sir, you teaching good sir.
Yeah. So
okay, thank you.
yeah, thank you Naveen, thank you.
Thank you for your time sir. And what?
Okay. Do you have any questions? Sorry.
No, nothing. I am done.
Yeah, thank you so much. We can wind up for today.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.